Dear Misty, I have a serious live-in boyfriend for 7.5 months. We love each other, but we are not compatible in the bedroom. Well, his needs are met, mine are not. I feel left out. When he is drunk, he is also hateful. By the way, I am a TGirl, and he is gay. But he says it's easier to date women and wants to have kids, yada yada yada. Alec. Dear Alec, there are many reasons to be in a relationship. Many. One is love. One is money. One is security. It could be emotional security. It could be financial security. It could be job security. It could be the fact that your partner pushes you and drives you. I would definitely date a person that was very career driven and made me better. Constantly pushing me and trying to make me the best me that I can be. That would be awesome. I think that I often tend to do that to people that I'm dating. You know, I'm always getting them jobs and trying to help them become the best that they can be. But relationships are based on many things. The one thing that your relationship should never be based on is sex. In the gay community, a lot of times people hook up. It's just part of the biz. They hook up in Grindr, they hook up in bathhouses, they hook up in the clubs, they hook up in the parks, they hook up the glory holes or whatever. And when you have amazing sex and you're like, oh, I want to date this guy. If sex is the basis of your relationship, it's not going to work. And it's not going to work. It might work for a minute, but it won't work for very long. You definitely need something much more secure, much more stable, emotional, romance, satisfaction. But that being said, no matter what your relationship is based on before, whether it's love or money or whatever, there has to be a sexual element. Without physical intimacy, without passion, without a healthy sex life, no matter what your relationship is based on, it's going to fail. Especially in the first 7 months. When I was little, my parents used to watch Bill Cosby, and he used to do stand-up comedy when I was little. I don't know if he still does it. And I remember once my parents and grandparents were watching him talk, and there was a joke that I didn't get at the time, and I kept asking them what it meant, and they wouldn't tell me. But I know what it means now. Bill Cosby said something like, if you take a big bucket or a big trash can, you put it on your front porch, and every time you guys make love, you take a marble and you put it in that bucket for the first year only. If you put a pebble or marble in that bucket every time you guys make love for the first year of marriage, starting from year number 2, you will never empty the bucket. That being said, after you have been together for many years, you still need a sexual element. You still need a sexual chemistry, but that is no longer the basis of your relationship. My fear for you is if your sexual chemistry is not together in the first year, when is it going to get together? After years of dating, that's when you start to slow down and life happens and you get busy with kids or you job stress or you no longer are together. In the first couple months of your relationship, that's when you guys need to be all about each other. Your time, your energy. Now, if he is drunk and mean to you, bitch, that's his true self. So I always say, if somebody shows you their true colors, believe them. Meaning, get out. Don't. I don't know what your relationship is based on, but if you're not sexually being satisfied, what is he doing for you? Is he paying all your bills? Is he your sugar daddy? Is he massaging you and romancing you and seducing you? Is he cooking for you? Is he cleaning the house for you? What is he doing from you? Meaning, what are you getting from this relationship? Are you the one doing everything to satisfy him? And if so, why? And I ask that because lately I have found that I'm that person, and I am disgusted by that. Meaning, if I'm the one carrying the weight of the world in our relationship, and it's emotionally, spiritually, physically draining me to do everything and make everything perfect and seduce and make sure you're happy, but you're doing nothing for me, I'm not happy. Happy wife, happy life. And I had to get a big slap in the face in my last relationship to be like, whoa, why am I with you? You know, are you dating someone because they're attractive? Are you dating someone so that you're not single? Are you dating someone so you're not lonely? I'm not that person. I'm not a looks-oriented person. I'm not a lonely person. I don't need to be in a relationship to be happy, ever. In fact, I've been single for 3 years. And over 3 years. Yeah. And but how did that happen to me? Like, so I'm just assuming with you, a lot of times T-girls specifically can be emotional, and they can be like, oh, well, maybe let's put it this way. I don't know you, but I know a lot of T-girls, and I know a lot of T-girls who, for lack of a better word, want to feel that they're the martyr, like they don't deserve happiness, and that's not true. Even my mom told me that when I first came out of the closet to her. She's like, you will never be happy, you will never find happiness, you are destined for hell, and you will never find happiness. And that really, really upset me, because I think she's wrong, and I'm going to prove her wrong. One day I'm going to find somebody that makes me happy. And by the way, this conversation is when I first moved to Naples, Florida, and I lived with an emotionally and physically abusive man, and I snuck out in the middle of the night and called her crying, and she's like, if you come back to Jesus, and then she went into that big speech, and that's when I hung up on her, and I didn't talk to her for many years after that. But I am happy, but I am not happy in a relationship. So, but I'm also kind of picky. Again, I need the entire package. I don't want to date a guy because he's cute. I don't want to date a guy because he's rich. I don't want to date a guy because he needs to be everything. I'm very, very affectionate. I'm very, very involved in a relationship, and I need them to be just as involved. I need to be able to get exactly what I'm giving, emotionally, physically, spiritually, from a relationship. If I'm giving my all and you're giving it whatever you can, whenever you feel like it, that's not a relationship. So as far as you are concerned, if you're taking care of his needs sexually and he's not taking care of yours, there's a big problem. Now, if you have not told him what you need sexually, then it's your fault. But if you have told him, and if you're afraid to tell him, write a little email, write a little letter, write a note, and be like, baby, I would really love it if you did this, this, this. Or I had a dream that you did this, this. Or it would be my fantasy for you to do this, this, this. Tell him what you want. Maybe he has no idea. You know, but I do know that for a gay guy to date a trans person can be very, very stressful. Because they come out of the closet to themselves and to society as a gay person, but then they have to come out again as a straight person. It's just confusing. And it might be putting them through it as well. Like, wait a minute. It's just weird. You know? But I do believe that you can be happy with a gay person. Absolutely. Forever and ever and ever. But you need to be in a relationship for somebody that loves you and cares for you and treats you like a princess that you are. Worships the ground you walk on. Makes life glow and make sure you want to be happy. You deserve that. I deserve that. We all deserve that. But yes, to wrap up your question, if you're feeling left out in the relationship, there is a big problem, and he needs to take care of you. Sit back and look at your relationship. Write a list of pros and cons. What are you getting from it? Emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially? What is he getting out of your relationship? Emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially? Why are you with him? Is it because you're afraid to be alone? Is it because you can't afford to be alone? If he's paying all your bills, then that does complicate things. But if you're paying all his bills, that just piles more hay on the horse's back. Or straw. The straw that broke the horse's back. Honey, relationships are tough. Relationships are hard. And I'm sending you lots of love and strength. But I'm telling you now, you deserve to be loved. For who and what you are. Because every lid has a pot. Whether you're fat or skinny or tall or short or old or young or black or white. It doesn't matter. Somebody out there will love you. I heard a comedian once say, if you got buck teeth, you're going to find a man that likes buck teeth. It's true. It just might take a minute to find him. And if he's mean to you, especially when he's drunk, and if he's not taking care of you physically, you're not happy. Trust me, I've been there. And the wife beater syndrome, they like to put your partner down so that you think you can never get anybody else, that you don't deserve better, that you deserve a piece of shit, and you deserve to be hurt or abused or felt like crap. And that's not true. Nobody deserves to be emotionally or physically abused. Anyways, that was an Ask Misty. Loving you is easy.